Just wait. So we're on our next trick now, and this one we're actually going to do two back to back. The first one, if you've been working on your heeling, then the next thing you can add is the trick called place, which is a circle to the left side. The dog's really going around behind your back, around the right side, around behind your back, and sits automatically at your left side. The prerequisites for this are, of course, that your dog needs to sit when you tell him to sit, and the rest we will teach. And then having a familiarity with heel position or left side position is advantageous, but it isn't necessary because this can be a way to teach that in part. So if you do rally or formal obedience, this trick is called the get around or go around finish, or the finish if you're doing rally. And then we will also do the swing finish, which is where the dog does not go around behind your back, but just zips around to the side on the same side. So you may teach your dog either side. If you're not doing any type of formal obedience, it doesn't matter if your dog walks on the right or the left, but if you're doing rally or formal obedience, you'll want to work on the left side. We're going to do the left side. We'll see how this works in a narrow space. Hopefully it'll work out, and we'll see what happens. So place, again, is on page 166 of the 101 Dog Tricks book, the orange book. I'm teaching it without a leash. It's just easier for me. I'm not tripping over the leash, stepping over the leash, and for the same reason, I don't like to use the leash for heeling. I don't want to use the leash to drag my dog around. I want my dog to learn to do the behavior on his own. If you're just using the leash, you know, the dog doesn't have to really think. I want him to think, and I want him to solve that problem on his own. And I don't want to be the person, especially if I'm going to do rally, I don't want to rely on, I don't want to, when I'm stressed or a little bit nervous about performing or competing, to resort back to those beginning stages where I use the leash to control the dog or tell the dog what to do. I want that to be completely gone. And sometimes that's what happens. When we start with using the leash to direct or steer our dog around, when we are stressed, we resort back to that. And we don't want to do that in competition because you will lose points. So we're going to start with the place finish. Circling to the left side, dog goes around behind your back. So I'm teaching it a little bit differently than the way it is in the book. That is an option for you if you have the book, but we're going to try it with no leash. So the first step is in this exercise is the dog is in front of you. We can do it with a food lure. So he has to get from my front around the back and to the side, just like that. Now, of course, he knows this, so that really looked very easy. So how do you do it with a dog that you're just starting out with? First thing, you start with a food lure. And we're going to go through it with a food lure, and you want to minimize your food luring as much as possible, but we can start with it, do a few reps that way. So the dog's in front of you, have a treat in each hand, that makes it easier for you. So I have a treat in each hand, and I'm just going to show him the treat in my right hand, and I'm going to start to get him to go around behind my back, and as he gets around behind my back, I'm just going to hide that right treat and show him the left treat, and get him here, click, and treat when he sits. And so really it's just a matter of coordinating your treats. So let's show it from the back angle. Hopefully you can see it this way. He's going to come in front of me. Good boy. Now I'm going to show him my right treat. My left treat's hidden. Get him to go around behind the back. When he gets back here, I'm going to switch and get him here. Good boy. Yay! Good job. Good job. I have kind of long arms, so that it's not too hard for me to do. If you have shorter arms, it's a little bit trickier. All right, let's try this again. So you can do it with one treat as well and just switch the treat. So I show him the treat, take him around behind my back. I just switch the treat with my hand and get him in position, click and treat. So he's also learning the automatic sit here in this position. Good boy, that's very nice. Go get that treat, go get it. Uh-oh, oh man, the cheese went over the railing. Okay, get that one instead, we'll get that one later. We weren't expecting that, were we? Okay, so he's gonna come in. It's still down there, he's going to look for it too. He's going to come in, and I have my treat here. Ready? And I'm going to just take it around behind my back. I'll show you. And just switch. Good boy. Now the nice thing about this is as you're using that hand motion to show him the lure, it becomes a hand signal. So now, no treat. My hands smell like treats, which is an advantage. So I have no treat in my right hand. Good boy, ready? Ready? And now this hand, this hand becomes sort of like a physical cue for him to follow. Ready? And so he goes around, I help him out, and he gets to the correct side with an actual treat. Good boy. All right, here we go. Let's do it again. So you can see how this motion becomes the cue. Ready? Right here. Good boy, yay. I could say sit if I thought he needed to hear you say sit. That would be okay. Ready? We'll do it again. Then it becomes just a little, you can make that hand signal smaller and smaller. You can apply a word to it, whatever you want. I say, for this, I say get around, or go around. Go around. I wasn't happy how far back he was, so I just took a little step, and then he realigned himself how he's supposed to do. Ready? Let's do it one more time. One more time. Come here. Good. So he's watching. I'm going to use this little hand signal. Get around. If I don't want to use the hand signal at all, I don't have to. If I want to train it just all on verbal. I don't know if we've ever done that, actually. He may still need the hand signal. Let's try it and see. Ready? Get around. Get around. Good boy. So he does pretty much know it when he feels like he's not too excited about cheese. He knows it. If you want to get to that point where you don't have to do anything with your hand, the way to do it is to, you get your dog in position, you add the word, once he's doing this very, very well, once your dog's in that frame of mind where you can follow the hand signal without a food lure, then you're going to add the word. You say, go around, and then give them the little hint, and click and treat them. The important part is going to be adding the word before you move your hand, because if you're saying them at the same time, which is very, very easy to do, your dog's only going to pay attention to the hand signal. He's not really going to hear you. Ready? Go around. So he needed a little hint there. So see how I separated that movement from the word, and then eventually he'll learn just the word. Go around. Go around. Now he's going to try all his other tricks because he's not real sure of this. We have not practiced it a lot. Go around. So give him a hint. Good boy. Help him out with the position. Let's do one more to see how he's going to do that. Ready? Go around. So give your dog a chance to think about it and they'll get it. So it just becomes a little like, okay, then he goes around behind your back and comes in heel position, and then you're ready to move forward and walk again. Good. Let's